Derrick White on Celtics injuries. We don't look at who's playing, who's not playing. With 4 key rotation members out, Boston pushed Miami to the limit with its downsized roster.
On the second leg of their back-to-back, the Boston Celtics made their final stop on their road trip with a matchup against the Miami Heat.
Once again, the Celtics lost several key players, with Al Horford, lower back stiffness, and Jaylen Brown, right adductor strain management, joining Malcolm Brogdon and Marcus Smart on the injury report. Despite this, the Celtics held their own against Miami, who were losing star Jimmy Butler, lower back stiffness, to a last-minute scrape before the sack. Boston held the lead into the fourth quarter and looked poised to take home a victory in South Beach, but midway through the quarter, the Celtics lost their balance. Boston's offense stalled and the Miami Heat fought back, pulling off a 15-0 run as the Celtics' offense crackled. Miami jumped out to a 97-95 lead, and with seconds left, the Celtics had final possession as Jason Tatum brought the ball up. With a timeout to use, Boston opted to let time run out and make a play to Tatum, but after a double team choked him, the play ended in an errant pass and forced turnover. The game ended up finishing 98-95, with Boston losing its second consecutive game, and the team was defeated 23-13 in the game's final quarter. While the last possession was a frustrating way to end the game, it certainly wasn't the reason the Celtics lost, and the players certainly realized that too. Derrick White spoke about Boston's offensive drought in the final frame and why they struggled to find the bottom of the basket. "I mean, they obviously went into that defense zone, and we just weren't able to maintain that spacing and running that we had all night," said Derrick White. "Honestly, score 13 points in the fourth quarter and it's going to be hard to win games that way.
Obviously, we just have to see what happened during that stint and how to perform better in that zone." Miami's backcourt is a familiar problem for the Celtics, a defensive scheme that may well have cost them a finals berth during the 2020 Eastern Conference Finals. Of 7 games with the Heat, but it wasn't without old habits rearing their ugly head.
Late-game meltdowns and slides continue to be a trend against certain teams, and with an impressive 17 turnovers against Miami, the Celtics haven't done themselves any favors. Part of that can be attributed to the absentees, with Malcolm Brogdon and Marcus Smart out of the lineup. The 2 veteran guards not only help give Boston an edge in the play department, but also in their leadership and ability to control the team when things start to get sloppy or off the rails. No doubt his calming presence was sorely missed against Miami, and for the second night in a row, tired legs also took their toll. But obviously we lost 2 games that I think we could have won. We don't look at who's playing, who's not playing. We obviously miss those guys, but we still think we should have won. Boston will have a chance to get back on track tonight at TD Garden when they host the Knicks at 7:30 p.m.